So what delineates this layer here, remember I said we were looking for something with layers, is I made this area darker, and you can kind of see these shrubs here. They're a little darker, so I brought that all the way across here to make sure you can see that this layer is darker. And then notice this shadow right here. I've got the shadow of the barn, but the barn is also a darker value than the roof. But I'm using the lines in the roof to kind of help me, and the barn to kind of help me determine the edges. I'm trying not to outline too much. So here is a change in layer right back here where these fence posts are. And I might just make some little baby grasses. My change in mark here is going to make, and the value is not going to be too much different, but the way I'm making my marks is what's changing from this layer to this layer. And that's going to help. Now I've got, this is a little dark here too, so that's going to help you see the difference between the layers. So each layer you're kind of changing either value or mark making. So I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll just show you the finished product. But right down here, what's going to happen is my grass for this, from this layer to this layer, this is going to be kind of long wavy grass like it is in the picture. I need some dark areas. I don't want it to all be one medium value. So I'm going to add some pockets of negative space in dark areas. And then right down here, it's going to get really dark with my grass. Right here at the edge. You can kind of see that in this picture where it's dark. So this will come all the way across and blend in with this. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to do down here. The picture is this clover, or maybe it's a pond with lily pads in it. I'm not sure. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this. But whatever I do is going to be bigger, okay, because it's closer. I'm going to use all those little rules that I used that we talked about when we practiced. Back here, I'm going to work on these trees. It's dark down here by the edge of the barn, the top of the barn, and that's what's going to make it. So I think I'm going to do those squiggly lines that we had in that other picture, like this, kind of like I did here, but closer together and a little darker up close to the barn. See how that's making the edge of the, I'm drawing the trees, but it's creating the edge of the roof of the barn. Trees are not lollipops, they're not circles. So kind of keep it, look how irregular the edge of these trees are. And if you're drawing, you need to make sure, see the sky through there? You want to make sure you're seeing sky through the trees as you work. So I'm going to leave areas, pockets, all through here of white, which is the sky. And I'm keeping my marks kind of irregular. My marks are consistent, but the shape of my tree is irregular. See, it's bumpy and irregular. It's kind of like you're sneezing all the time when you're drawing. It's achoo, achoo. See how it makes it? Okay, so that's going to take a minute to do this, but I'm going to do my trees through here. I also have like some tree trunks that I see in, so I'm going to sketch those in right now and kind of build that around and leave that maybe as an empty space. And I see kind of one here too. And then build, and you just see a little bit of the trunk, and then the leaves all kind of invade it and get in the way again. So you can kind of see where I'm going. I'll show you the finished version of this when I'm done.